Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my group would be discussing about hypothetical topic B, and me, Herdiana Meliati, as moderator, and there is my friend. There are Triyani Lusita, Fauziah Putri, Aprilia Rismawati, and Feby Audria. So the first question is, what would you do if you didn't have enough money to pay your bills? In my opinion, for me, if I didn't have enough money to pay my bills at the moment, I would like to ask some stranger that seems to be a trustworthy person to lend me some money. And don't forget to ask them their bank account number to pay the money that I lend. And next, Triyani Lusita.
I will do is ask for the payment period to be extended by a few weeks so that the bill can be paid in full.
Okay, thank you. And the next, Fauziah Putri.
I will doing to ask is for a delay payment and find a side job to pay the bills.
Okay, next opinion from April.
I think I will contact my sister or family to borrow money.
And last, from Feby.
My opinion, if the condition is in a shopping center such as a supermarket, I will reduce the item I want to buy because I don't force to buy. But if the condition are to be paid, maybe I will borrow money from my friend.
Okay, we go to the next question. And the question is, what would you do if your children were caught shoplifting? In my opinion, I would not get mad or giving them some harsh or even bad words, but I would like to talk to her or him and give them an understanding that it's such a bad act and promise to themselves to never ever do it again. And I would not scold them in the public. Instead, I would have made them put the thing back in its place and feel sorry for caught shoplifting. Opinion from Triyani Lusita?
I do is advise my child and tell them that the act is not good and can harm myself and others.
And then opinion from Fauziah Putri?
The first thing to do is to ask why it's done and what it's for, then give advice not to do it again, and most importantly, provide psychological mental guidance for the child.
Okay, and an opinion from April?
In my opinion, I will advise and tell that it is a bad deed.
And next from Feby?
Of course, I will reprimand him so that my child will not repeat it in the future. And I will tell him if it is not a good thing.
Okay, we go to the third question, and it is, what would you do if your car got a flat tire on the freeway? In my opinion, before I went somewhere, as possible as I could, I would have always checked if there is a spare tire. If something terrible happened, like one of my tire goes flat, I would immediately pull over on the side of the road, turning on the hazard lights and change the tire on my own. But if there is no spare tire in the trunk, I would call the freeway company to help me take my car get dragged by towing truck to the nearest repair shop. An opinion from Triyani Lusita?
I will come and turn on the hazard lights and contact the toll road manager.
Okay, from Fauziah Putri?
In my opinion, the first thing I did will change the tires with spare tires. Secondly, take the car to workshop and Finally, ask the highway patrol officer for help to replace the leaking tires.
And from April?
In my opinion, first I will pull my car over, then ask someone else for help or call a repair shop or maybe a crane.
And last from Feby?
Of course, I will try seek help from around. If there is not, I will try to call anyone who can help me. And if there is not, maybe I will just be quiet and I wait for the help to come to me.
And next question, the fourth question is, if you could change one thing about your past, what would it be? And from my point of view, if I could change one thing about my past, I would have to change about the most sorrowful time of all my life. But still, I don't want to tell you guys what is it about. And I would have the best life of mine without being traumatized of a couple of things and not dealing with a mentality problem today. From Triyani Lusita.
The full in order to have saving for the future.
And from Fauziah Putri.
In my opinion, I want first I want to change is eliminate the habit of playing smartphone while sleeping because it costs me to use glasses now. Secondly, I want to save my money since childhood because the older it means the need is very expensive. Thirdly, I want to change so as not to be too quick to believe in men because I used to be stupid about it.
And from April.
I thought I would change my behavior when I was in junior high school because I played too much and was lazy to study. So I entered a private high school.
And lastly from Feby.
I think I feel grateful for my life, and then the past is gone, and now focus on my preparing for my future.
Okay, we're moving to the last question. And the question is, if you could change one major historical event, what would it be? In my opinion, I definitely would like to change a history where, in fact, Indonesia was colonized by the Dutch and being replaced by the British. Why British? Because if we were colonized less time by the British, Indonesia would be the one of the developed countries because we are a member of Commonwealth Union and probably we could have a stable legal system and economic system. An opinion from Triyani Lusita?
The history of Dutch colonialism during hard labor, which had bullied the Indonesian people in ancient times.
And from Fauziah Putri?
If I can change one major historical event, I want to obligate everyone who travel by land and air must have a definite health letter from the doctor, because if I do that, coronavirus will not enter Indonesia, and the first person affected by the virus is immediately isolated so that there is no spread of the virus and now no pandemic.
Okay, and an opinion from April?
If I can change history, I will erase colonialism in Indonesia.
Lastly, from Febri?
If I could change history, I really want to be able to see my grandma because I have never seen my grandmother in person. And now both of my grandmother have died and I miss them very much.
Okay, that's all the question about hypothetical theme B. And my group has given all of their opinion from their personal point of view. So I hope our opinion would help you to ask probably some question that has bothering you. So thank you for watching and see you.